All right, we back with another one. What DJ Khaled said?
Another one. Another one.
No, but here go another devlog. It's gonna be like the last one. We're just gonna watch these clips on everything I've updated and everything new that I've created. And we're gonna break it down. Let's get into it. So first, I want to start with this little pad thing I created that manages the equipment and the inventory. I added a little stats menu on it so that way you could tell what your armor, your stamina, your damage, and your health is based off of what items you have equipped. So that way you can go to the inventory to check the individual item stats back at the base, but you can also just check it through the character itself from the equipment bar. Depending on your weapon and your armor, it'll change your stats. So you'll have different health, damage, stamina, armor. You'll have all different stats depending on what weapon is equipped and what armor is equipped. So you could choose if you want to go for looks or go for damage or go for health, go for stamina, go for whatever type of layout you want to make. You could create it. Then we got a little look at this new animation that I created for the two-hand sword. So now you're gonna hold it like this whenever you're idle. Put it on the back. Simple. Then the one hand sword. And then for all the items that you have in your inventory, I figured instead of having it to where you only have a certain amount of items you could pick up, I created this little zone right here to where you can drop your items inside the zone, and then you'll get coin for it. So you could scrap the item to get coin. It does 250 coin so far for everything right now. I might make it to where certain items get more and certain items get less, but for now I'm gonna just leave it to where everything gets 250, so that way it gives you a grind. You could go collect so many items and bring them back and scrap them. And then it also helps because I have this store system. So now instead of you having to get kills and get bounties and get all these other things, you could just from the items you collected, return them for scrap, and then you can buy that item that you wanted. Going off of that scrap idea, I thought it would be cool to make missions where you could go out and collect so many items, and then when you return it to, let's say, a scrap collector person, right now I created this NPC to be the scrap holder, and then so you collect all these scrap pieces, bring it back to him, and then he'll pay you as well. So now it's a mission that enforces adventure and make you go look around for other items, and then you can find other items while looking for the scrap pieces. You know. I also been working on NPC versus NPC, so this is a little peek at what that's looking like. I don't think it'll be in the demo, but hopefully in the future I can have it to where they're fighting for their own parts of the land, basically, and the territory. So this is a peek at what the demo will look like. Basically, you'll get a hub area, you'll get an outside area to explore. It's forever evolving, so I'm making it better as I go. I'm trying my best to optimize it and things like that, make it look good. I'm gonna get a little zoom out right here. I only put this fly on him so that way I can traverse the level faster and test things out and stuff like that because it's a big level. But you won't be able to fly in the demo or in the game. Maybe in the game, but I'm not too sure yet. But let's take a look. And then I also added this, which makes the game, in my opinion, so much more, enticing to create beautiful landscapes and things like that. It's this photo mode right here. So in this mode, there are several different options, different filters, different frames, different camera angles, different field of view, different saturation, different contrast, different all these different settings you could go ahead and mess with and create your own images. You could save them. You could do a whole lot basically. So if you want to take a dip into that side of the game, you can. It will be more explorable options in the full game, but just to play around in the demo, I gave y'all a little something. and it's looking good. It's looking real good. I like it a lot. And then when you exit out, it snaps you back into what the game actually looks like. So it's also kind of trippy at the same time. But I like messing around with it for now. This is just a couple more shots of what you could do with it and what it looks like, different parts of the map. My PC is trash, so it doesn't show it to the full capability and the best of its power. But if my shit can run it, your shit probably should be able to too. And if your shit's better than mine, then shit, you gonna get a way better experience. And I'm the one making it, so shit. I wanted to take a quick peek at the main menu that I have so far. Can someone please give me feedback on if this looks good, if I need to do something different? I've looked at other game, screens, and it doesn't help at all. It doesn't make no difference. I think theirs is, equally as minimal. Some games even have less, but this is kind of where I'm at with it right now. But as I say, it's forever changing, so I'm not too sure if I'm gonna stick with it. But let's take a look at, a couple minutes into the game, a few missions and things like that. We're gonna wrap it up, and then I'm gonna keep working on the game, and then we'll be back with more. Thank y'all, man. If y'all liking it, subscribe, like, comment. It all means a lot to me. I'm gonna be making that Steam page very soon. Demos and playtesting and things like that will be right after. Let's get it.